Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a videocast and podcast by www.univrm.com. Today's article is one of our current event news articles titled "A Really Big Rock." The Costa Concordia cruise ship disaster is a current event news article with tragic cost to many people. The comedy of disaster and tragedy often contains dark humor. We are extremely saddened to hear of the deaths, injuries, and terror suffered by the passengers and crew. It is not 1912 and the new Costa Concordia, which cost 450 million euros to build in 2004, a relatively new ship sailing in the Mediterranean Sea. There have not been any sightings of icebergs in the Mediterranean Sea in centuries, unlike the 1912 tragedy of the Titanic in the Atlantic Ocean. One can look at the pictures and ask, what in the hell happened? The pictures are contained both on our website and in the video portion of this videocast and podcast. To date, the responses from officials has been, well, we hope, a series of lines out of a comedy show. When initially asked what happened, officials for Costa Concordia replied, the ship hit a really big rock. Before more details of the tragedy released, we had not seen any pictures and wondered how such a modern cruise ship could hit a rock, even a really big rock, without sonar and other instruments warning them before any potential collision. The Mediterranean Sea, well charted, and most navigational hazards known. Then we saw the first pictures of the wreck and realized really big rock meant land. Costa Concordia is a very large ship, and land is pretty easy to see. The list of lame excuses continues. They were off course, or trying to show the passengers a better view of the island, also known as land. After running into land, they continued on because they thought the ship could make it through. Cars, trucks, and bikes are seen on land, but we haven't seen any cruise ships motoring down the highway. Just a few of the crazy excuses that the officials started out with. Untrained crew, no mayday call for help, and absolute panic ensued when the ship steered, yes, someone has to steer a ship, into a really big rock, also known as land. Hundreds of millions of euros spent to construct this modern ship, and quite obvious the crew not trained well enough to operate it. Advice to cruise ship owners: pay more for a better crew and train them how to operate a $500 million euro asset. Authorities investigating the tragedy are looking at the ship's black box. Anyone with eyes can see the pictures and know what happened. The ship failed to transform into a gigantic bus or amphibious landing craft when attempting to drive onto land. We have visions of the captain at the bar enjoying a nice cocktail, which spilled all over his lap, as the ship runs into land. His crew asks him what to do, and he says, "What? You're asking me? We don't get paid enough for this. Run, you fools!" This is a tragedy, but it is not the Titanic. We feel sad for all the death and injuries and hope everyone acquires proper counsel. Hello, Your Honor. There are no wheels on this ship which allow it to navigate on land, even if there are really big rocks on land. This has been one of our videocasts and podcasts from www.univrm.com, and we look forward to bringing you more podcasts and videocasts in future.